Should you buy a Brother MFC printer or an Epson EcoTank printer? Stay tuned, you won't want to miss this video. Hey, what is going on? The printer guy here, and in this video I'm going to help you decide whether you should buy a Brother MFC printer or an Epson EcoTank printer. Both are excellent printers, but they both have their separate perks, their pros and cons, and I'll kind of go through that and do a comparison video with one base model for each one of these brands, and that'll help you decide and give you a general understanding of what each one of these brands is able to provide to you, the consumer. Now, if this video ends up being helpful, please make sure to like the video. Any questions at all, comment below. And if you want more content like this, please make sure to subscribe. Also, I'll be leaving some product links down in the description below, so you can go down and check those out for your convenience. There also will be video chapters down below this video, so you can skip around if you need to. I highly recommend that you watch the entire video, especially if you're trying to decide between the Epson EcoTank printer and the Brother MFC J lineup. Alright, so I want to get right into this video. And so the two printer models that I want to actually compare are the Brother MFC J 1010DW and the Epson EcoTank 2850. Now, there is a new Epson EcoTank base model that is out, but I am going to actually just reference the 2850. The 2980 is the newest Epson EcoTank base model that is out there, and the specs are a little better on that one, so you'll want to check that one out. I will be linking all these printers down in the description below, so you can check out pricing and some additional specs as well. Okay, so we're looking at the Epson EcoTank 2850. Your MSRP is around $230. Your ink bottles are going to cost you about $65 to $75 per set for 502 ink, which Best Printers does sell this ink for about $25 per set, so that's going to be linked down in the description below. And you are cartridge free with this printer, meaning that you can use a third-party bottled ink like Best Printers, and you could save even more than you would with cartridges. You would save either way, whether you're using Epson or Best Printers ink. However, you can add to those savings when you use a third party like Best Printers. Now, you don't have an automatic document feeder on this printer, you just have a glass scanner, and you really have just basic functionality. This is your entry-level Epson EcoTank printer. One level below this would be the Epson EcoTank 2400, but it's not really comparable to the next printer, which I'm going to be talking about, which is the Brother MFC J 1010DW. This printer MSRP is around $100. Your ink cartridges per set, which gives you all of the colors including black, cyan, magenta, and yellow, will cost you around $45 per set. If you go the remanufactured route, which I will provide an option for down in the description below, you can get it for even less money. I highly recommend that you go these routes of saving more on the ink, but we'll talk about that later on in the video. I really want to focus in on the comparison between these different printers. So you have a traditional cartridge system with the Brother printer, and you do have fax, and you do have an automatic document feeder, which is the scanner which the Epson EcoTank 2850 does not have, where you can scan multiple documents. So your cost of ownership and your page yield is going to be dramatically different on paper with the Epson EcoTank versus the Brother MFC J. For example, your black yield, which is black ink only, no color included, is going to be about 7,500 pages, which is an insane amount of pages. I'm not sure you could even print that much in an entire year or several years. Your color yield is about 6,000 pages, so your cost per page is 0.003 cents for black and 0.01 cent for color per page. Now, when we look at the Brother MFC J, your black yield is 200 pages and your color yield is 200 pages. And so your cost is going to be 6 entire cents per black and 7 entire cents for color. None of the 0.00s, it's just down to you actually have a cost that is a certain amount of cents per page. Now, that's better than printing at the library, which is 15, 25 cents sometimes. So either way, here is going to beat the library. Generally speaking, you will only really print 200, 300 pages per month. That's just the general usage over a 2-year period. And so over a 2-year period with Epson, you would spend around $294. And with Brother, you would spend about $369. So you'd be spending a little bit more, but of course you did spend less on the actual machine. Remember, the Brother was $100 and the Epson EcoTank was $230. Now, your cost savings could be even more on the ink with either of these printers if you use remanufactured ink. Now, really quickly, I'll give you just some general insight from me here at this point in the video. And on paper, it seems like you're getting thousands and thousands of pages with the Epson EcoTank printer. However, there are some functions within the printer, such as power cleaning and print head cleaning, which generally you do have to use a lot with those printers, which is something you don't have to do with Brother MFC printers really as often or really at all. And that causes there to be a lot of drainage of that ink into the maintenance box. So there's a maintenance box system where ink is discarded into a box that has cotton pads in it, and that's able to absorb a lot of ink. And so a lot of wasted ink goes into that maintenance box, and this is something that does not exist on Brother printers. And so the claim of thousands of pages over here versus just a few hundred pages over here really is not substantiated because of that factor. And it's really just marketing from Epson. Now, this video is not knocking Epson or really pitting you against both of these printers. I personally use both of these printers because I think they both have their function. But you, if you're deciding on just having one printer, you really have to do an analysis just like this to decide on cost, which printer is going to cost you more money, the quality that you're really going to get with either of these printers. And I can say Brother has a standard quality. If you're really looking at the base models between the Epson EcoTank and the Brother MFCJ, they will be about the same. Now, I will say the newest Epson EcoTank release, the 2980, is going to be much better because there's pigmented black ink, which gives you better photo color, better depth in your color. And that leads me to my next point is, are you going to be printing photos? Will you be relying on this printer for photo printing? And most people that own Brothers or will own a Brother most likely won't be doing a lot of photo printing. Really, it's an office environment, maybe a home office or maybe just regular office. And the Epson EcoTank is going to be someone that's doing a lot of versatile prints. So printing photos, printing regular documents, maybe printing on some cardstock. I think that that's where the Epson EcoTank beats out the Brother printer. But if you're really doing a lot of your general office tasks, you know, scanning documents, printing off some documents, really using black ink mainly. Of course, using both colors is possible with this printer. We're not talking about the difference between an inkjet and a laser printer. That would be a different conversation. But really, generally speaking, the Brother printer is going to be for someone, I would say, that's more office oriented, that needs to fax at some point. So now going back to the power cleaning ink usage, you know, when you have to clean the print head on the Epson EcoTank models, which is something that you do have to do quite frequently, you are running through each cleaning cycle about $20 to $35 of ink, because black ink will use 30 to 50 milliliters. In most cases, that's half of your ink. So technically on paper, you could have printed, you know, an extra 5,000 pages with the 30 to 50 milliliters, which is about half of what you would have in the bottle. These are general numbers. And but in reality, you ended up wasting that ink through the cleaning. And so that's really where an option like the Best Printers 502 ink would really come into play if you're deciding on the Epson EcoTank lineup. And this is where the Brother MFC printer would definitely beat the Epson EcoTank printers, because you don't have the need for as many print head cleanings. It is a sturdier, more reliable printer. The Brother is more reliable. The Epson EcoTank is going to be less reliable, but there's the potential for a lot of savings. Now let's look at our print speeds. With your Epson EcoTank 2850, you're looking at 10.5 pages per minute for black printing. With color printing, you're looking at 5 pages per minute. You have excellent photo quality, and you have a crisp dye-based printing system. Now with your Brother MFCJ 1010DW, your black print speed is 17 pages per minute, black, and 9.5 pages per minute with color. You have sharper text, and that is true. When you're printing documents, you have sharper letters on the page, and Epson EcoTank doesn't really produce that. It produces better photos. And so your photo quality with Brother is going to be a lot less vibrant. So definitely not a photo printer, but I wouldn't imagine you would buy a Brother printer for photo printing. So which printer should you buy? If you are looking to get good photo quality and you really want to print past 300 pages per month, let's say, for example, and really save on costs, and remember, save even more with a third-party ink like Best Printers 522 Universal ink, then I would go with the Epson EcoTank printer. And if you're comfortable managing the maintenance on an Epson EcoTank printer, changing out a maintenance box, which we also sell at Best Printers for an affordable price, if you're willing to do all of that, you can really end up benefiting from an Epson EcoTank printer. But if you're looking for something that is a little bit more reliable, it's a little bit more occasional printing, not that much printing as much as you would do with the Epson EcoTank. You need fax, you need an automatic document feeder, you want low maintenance printing, which is the most important factor here. You have no cost for maintenance, really, virtually no cost for maintenance. Then I would go with the Brother MFC printer. Both are excellent printers, but I hope in this video I was really able to help break down the differences. If there are some differences that you know of and feel that I may have missed in the video, you can feel free to let me know in the comments section below. Now, both of these products and some other products I ended up mentioning along the way in this video will be linked down in the description below. Now, of course, with this video, we only compared the Epson EcoTank 2850 to the Brother MFC J1010DW. There are, of course, higher models that are more expensive and that have more features. For example, the Epson EcoTank 4850 has way more features than the Epson EcoTank 2850. Also, there is a whole new Epson EcoTank lineup that was just released in 2025. I've also done an unboxing on the Brother MFC J1010DW. And so really subscribe to this channel. You'll get a lot of value out of the different videos that I've put out. But I really hope this video ended up being helpful. If it was, please make sure to like. Any questions at all, comment below. And if you want more content like this, please make sure to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching until the end of this video. I handpicked 2 videos that are here on the screen for you to watch next. Also consider subscribing to this channel. There's so much helpful content for you if you're a printer owner, and it's just good to have a resource like this for you in the future, whether you're dealing with a printer that's not printing well or you need more printer recommendations. So I look forward to seeing you again in another video.